Day one for Arvind Kejriwal, the Delhi Chief Minister in Delhi's Tihar Jail has just begun. Formalities are complete and Arvind Kejriwal is said to be lodged in jail number 2 inside Tihar. But what is the Delhi Chief Minister's routine going to look like? According to the jail manual, according to protocol that we understand in India's largest jail, here's what it actually looks like. Jail cells, and there will be no special treatment for anyone. Arvind Kejriwal will follow the same rules as other prisoners. Jail cells and barracks open just after sunrise around 6 a.m. The jail cells and barracks are then opened where the inmates can go out. Breakfast is served around 6:30 in the morning. Lunch is served around 11 a.m. Lunch includes dal, vegetable, rice and rotis. Barracks are closed from 12 noon till 3 p.m. in the afternoon. The lockup is once again opened at 3 p.m. Tea and biscuits is served at 3:30 p.m. Prisoners can meet their lawyers or any other representatives around 4 p.m. That's the time reserved for that. Dinner is served early at 5:30 p.m. and prisoners are locked in their cells after sunset. Prisoners have access to television channels which they can watch during barracks hours. There are doctors on standby in case of any medical emergency. All of this is part of the jail manual inside the Tihar Jail. I want to bring in Pooja once again in on this because she's outside the Tihar Jail. Pooja, when you arrived at Tihar a short while ago, there were protesters, there was a show of strength outside, but a lot of people have been wondering, Pooja, since the arrest of Arvind Kejriwal, why hasn't there been a bigger sort of show of strength, either on the streets of Delhi, by the public at large, who the Aam Aadmi Party claims to be the saviors of, or even politically speaking. We saw the opposition parties unite at Ramlila Maidan yesterday, but now they're nowhere to be seen. Why aren't they making a bigger deal out of this?
That's a very good question because, yes, the Aam Aadmi Party has got the street cadre in action. That's what they've been known for ever since they were founded and won first in 2013. But yes, Shiv, that many are asking that if the India bloc is really together and united, the Grand Old Party has enough cadre on the ground, why aren't they also on the streets? But how difficult or possibly awkward for the Congress Party, isn't it? Literally the downfall of the Congress Party has been because of Aam Aadmi Party's rise. Yeah. They were the ones to bring on the liquor policy issue. Today they have to defend it. But they're doing it politically, possibly not via the cadre. But the bigger question, as you're asking also, maybe about Delhi residents. They've voted Arvind Kejriwal. He's the Chief Minister. Maximum MLAs have been voted of the Aam Aadmi Party. But yet, possibly the Delhi voter has seen the changes in the Aam Aadmi Party and they would rather focus on law taking its own course. And eventually, remember, as Indian voter has been, Shiv, it's often silent. It often decides, looking at everything, decide on the ballot. And that could be a crucial test coming in for Lok Sabha elections for the 7 Member of Parliament tickets that have been given for every party. And then comes in Delhi election. So can Delhi voter decide what they think about it for elections? Or perhaps, at least I know that they're not likely to be maximum protests on the streets. But that's a very important point to look at of how they had that energy back in 2013. Is that energy also has that come down over the next few years?
That's very true because, the whole Jan Andolan angle, which is such a close characteristic of the way the Aam Aadmi Party does its politics, would have basically meant that one would have expected some kind of a Jan Sailab, a Jan Andolan of some kind on the streets of Delhi, and one hasn't really seen it in any big way. We saw, an eruption happening in Mohali, parts of Punjab, but nothing really to speak of apart from some sporadic protests between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP in Delhi, and that too, in a very limited area and for a very, very limited time. We've got some breaking news coming in now. And of course, the mocking has begun because this is political season and the gloves are off. With Arvind Kejriwal in Tihar Jail, the BJP has taunted the Delhi Chief Minister. They've released a poster mocking Kejriwal, calling him the liquor gate kingpin. They've put out a picture taunting and mocking Arvind Kejriwal. It looks like the poster wars, the digital and social media wars that have been simmering for a long time have erupted and gotten very ugly now. Aishwarya Paliwal is live with me. Aishwarya, liquor gate kingpin, mocking Arvind Kejriwal, all of that stuff has begun now from the BJP side.
Well, Shiv, let me tell you, one of the things that Arvind Kejriwal used to say over the past many years is the fact that he's different. He is not like the other netas that we see. He also said that he will do politics in a clean manner. Someone who's built his party, the Aam Aadmi Party, on the basis of saying that he's corruption-free, for that person to be behind the Tihar Jail is something that the Bharatiya Janata Party is now aiming for, and that's the reason why we are seeing the mockery and the kind of images that are now being brought out by the BJP. The BJP, Shiv, over the past many years, has been speaking about the fact that Arvind Kejriwal and his party, the Aam Aadmi Party, are actually corrupt. And now we are seeing a full-blown battle between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP now, making sure that they mock the entire thing. Shiv.
Are we going to see a bigger confrontation on the streets? This digital ladai is going to continue, obviously, Aishwarya, and the BJP is going to do all it can to paint Aam Aadmi Party as far from being a disruptor, but precisely the kind of thing that they have accused others of being. And we're also seeing that big hypocrisy with the Congress party vis-a-vis the Aam Aadmi Party recently as well. But on the streets, are we expecting this to manifest in any big show of strength?
Well, definitely, we will see the fight that is now taking place not just on the social media platform, Shiv, but we will also see the Bharatiya Janata Party making sure, the local units now making sure, both in the state of Punjab and also in the state of the national capital, Delhi. They'll be out on the streets. They will have posters also, Shiv, from what we understand at the moment, making sure that they tell the people what exactly has happened, why Arvind Kejriwal is behind the bars, because this, according to the Bharatiya Janata Party, is something that they have been speaking over the past many months, and now they believe that what they have been saying is true, and that's the reason why the court order is against Arvind Kejriwal. Definitely, we will see a full-blown war taking place between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP. BJP now pointing fingers at Arvind Kejriwal and say that you and your entire party have been corrupt, and we have been saying so since day one. Shiv.
Aishwarya, thanks very much for getting us that input. We have Harish Khurana of the BJP also with us for a quick first reaction. Mr. Khurana, the BJP clearly enjoying the discomfiture of the Aam Aadmi Party. Sheesh Mahal to Tihar is what you're calling the current situation as far as the Delhi Chief Minister is concerned.
It's not about enjoying. It's about telling the people what the actual truth is. And the actual truth, sadly, is that the Aam Aadmi Party, who was anti-corruption movement, came to anti-corruption movement to the power in Delhi, are one of the most corrupt people in Delhi today. I mean, you look at this Sheesh Mahal, you can look at this liquor gate, you look at classroom Gotala. I mean, Gotala after Gotala, scam after scam is coming out. And the kingpin of this whole scam, whole series of scams are these all tall leaders of Aam Aadmi Party, which is so we, as a political party, opposition party, we have a full right, democratic right to the actual. So, by this post, look, this is a scam, this is a classroom scam, this is a Sheesh Mahal scam. People were the anti-corruption for the corruption.
Okay. Harish Khurana, thanks for speaking to India today. Looks like this is going to obviously get only uglier now. Remember, so far, this had all been a crossfire that had been playing out on social media. Since the last few days, Arvind Kejriwal has been in ED custody, and today he begins 2 weeks of judicial remand inside Tihar Jail. So the dynamic has changed completely. He's behind bars in India's largest prison. Manish Sisodia, Sanjay Singh, K. Kavita, Satyendra Jain are also lodged inside Tihar Jail. The first three of those have been there for a long time, and therefore there is a great deal of uncertainty over whether Arvind Kejriwal will be out after the 2 weeks that he's been put into judicial remand right now. Big uncertainty over what happens to the Delhi government administration, who's going to run things. Can Arvind Kejriwal actually run the government from behind bars? Will the Lieutenant Governor recommend President's rule? That becomes the next big challenge for the government in Delhi at this point of time.